The 100. Okay, the 100 is the first exercise out of the 34. Okay, it's designed to, it's our warm-up. It's designed to get your blood pumping, your breast circulating, your arms pumping, your core, your legs, everything. It's designed to sort of bring you in and drop you straight in to a little feeling of connecting your mind to your body, to your workout. And it sets the tone for the class. Okay, so the 100s is the first exercise. In class, I often warm up before the 100s, but Mr. Pilates, straight in there with his 100s usually. So there's a few versions, and I'm just going to go through them quickly with you. I'm going to go from a beginner, and I'm going to go right through to the advanced 100s. But really and truly, I like to think there's really only 3 or 4 levels. Primarily, what we've got to focus on is the breath. And if you are breathing in your 100s, then you can connect your arms and your legs into your body. So the breathing is key. So obviously in the 100s, we breathe in for a count of 5. And we breathe out for a count of 5. Obviously, we're pumping the arms, we're hanging our legs out here. It's challenging to find that. And sometimes in the 100s, we lose the breath, and that's okay. But try and come back to that inhale for 5 and that out breath for 5. And I like it all in and out through the nose. But if it gets a little challenging, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Ideally, in and out through the nose. All right, so let's come into the first position. And actually, I'm going to start it here with the breath. So bring your feet and knees together. Arms pressed into the mat. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just hug the legs tightly. Feel the weight on the sacrum. Another breath. As you exhale, just drop down through the back of the rib cage and widen your collarbones. One more breath, inhaling. And then exhaling, you're going to really reach your arms long down the mat, press into the mat with the arms, lengthen all 4 corners of the neck, allow the head to be heavy into the mat. So the first version I'm going to do with you, we're going to do maybe 3 rounds from here. So I want you to lift your arms slightly higher than the hips. Curl the head, neck and shoulders up into your centre. I'm going to hold on to the back of the thighs. I'm just going to lift myself up so that I can get a really nice curl up and lift that head on top of my spine. Release the arms. Now I'm not going to do any pumping with the arms. I just want you to breathe in. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In with the air. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, reach the fingertips, knit the knees. Exhale, take it back down. So version 1 is learning how to keep and maintain a curl up, but keep that breath going. The breath has to come high and wide into the back, high and wide into the ribs. We need our lateral diaphragmatic breath there. So then we're going to take our legs very carefully into tabletop. Knees over hips. Shins parallel, okay, 90 at the knees and hips. Lift the arms up, breathe in, breathe out, curl up, drop the sacrum down. Start pumping, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the sacrum anchored, keep the head lifted. The arm beats happen just above the hips. The knees knit together, in and out through the nose if you can. One more round. And hug your knees into your chest. Take your head down. Little look from side to side. third version I'm going to show you is just stretching the legs out to the high diagonal. It's not very different really, but then we're going to get the lower abdominals more involved. So come back to tabletop, lift the arms, lift the head, and then this time just straighten your legs out to the high diagonal. Pump the arms in 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Now knit the heels together and start to wrap your glutes, okay? So find your seat. Dial up the tone here, and now you're radiating the arms long and the legs long, keeping the curl up and keeping the breath. One more round. Bend the knees in, head down. Last version, when we come into our advanced hundreds, we do sometimes come down, we come in it from the legs long on the floor, okay? So with the legs out long, and only do this if you feel that you can, so I would watch, and then perhaps have a go in your own time. Unless you're an advanced student and you know this like the back of your hand. Okay, so I'm going to reach out long, I'm going to pull my abdominals in, so I'm going to lightly imprint my back there, I'm going to knit my legs together, heels squeezed, lift the arms, lift the head, and then we lift and radiate the legs up. And so those toes are in my eye line, and I'm pumping and breathing from here. Everything is long, and there's my advanced hundreds. I can't do this and talk very well. Lowering the legs, arms overhead, and then you would be ready to go for your roll up, okay? So there's your 3 or 4 versions for your hundreds. Honestly, practice the breath. I do it wherever I can. I kind of practice breathing in for a count of 5 and breathing out for a count of 5. And get used to regulating that breath. Very valuable exercise to do anyway. If anybody knows box breathing. So sometimes I breathe in for a count of 5, hold the breath for a count of 5, exhale for 5, hold out the breath for 5, and then repeat, inhale for 5. So what can I say really? Mr. Pilates, he knew how important the breath was. The breath is an anchor from your mind to your body, and if you are breathing consciously, it becomes a very, very mindful movement practice, and it almost becomes like a meditation. Not when you do hundreds like advanced, I don't believe that for a minute, but you drop in, you can't think about anything else, you've got to really be in your body. It's embodiment, that's exactly what it is, and that's the first exercise that we come into. And I could go all day long about the hundreds. But first of all, your foundations of that breath, practice the breath.